What's up? It's your boy David Money ENT. Catch me on Instagram, Rats by DM, Rants by DM, and now Cartoons by DM. I'm currently working on an album, but more so than the album, I'm pushing a few singles that I definitely want to push. I just dropped my first single off the album. The album is called Choices, by the way, but I just dropped my first single off of it called On a Roll. Shot the video and edited the video myself. It's actually a cartoon. It's called On a Roll.
You had some positive messages in there.
Positive messages in it. One of the lines I said is, they started with the weed and they moved to the lean and they popped Percocets, man. They really just fiends. And I'm just attacking the problems that are within our culture. I start off pretty mellow and just incorporate it as much as I can without it sounding like preachy or too cliche. So I just try to like blend in that good sound with that good message. And the concept of, I actually took the verse that went viral and incorporated that into the song. And the reason I did that is because one, it just went viral, so it's still fresh in everyone's minds and things like that. And two, I feel as though if that can actually become a hot song, then maybe that positive message will stick around a lot longer. So I got a lot musically that I'm working on. I'm actually working on inquiring about getting a feature from maybe a possible major artist. Don't have any names right now, but it's in the works. So it's just a lot coming. It's definitely a lot coming.
So what? Tell me. So about the On the Roll video that you just dropped. What was the vision behind it? Because it's really dope. Like you did the cartoon. Why did you do an animated cartoon? And what was the vision behind that?
The vision behind On a Roll was I needed something to captivate the audience's attention. A lot of people do dope videos nowadays, and visuals are very important to, people understanding and really, retaining their attention. So I wanted to do something like a dream. So the video starts out with me talking to my assistant, and I'm just falling asleep. And I fall asleep, and it literally goes into the cartoon, which is a dream. And I have a little dream version of David Money, and it's something kind of funny, something light, but it keeps your attention. It's different, it's unique, and I felt as though with me doing a cartoon, it might reach kids a little bit more than just a regular video. And that's more so my target audience. I'm managing it as well as I possibly can be managing it, but it is very difficult. I do everything by myself. I'm booking shows, I'm booking studio time, going to the studio, I'm writing my own music, reaching out to various artists for features and things like that. I put together my own website by myself. Like I said, I edited my own video, came up with the whole premise behind the video myself, and I just literally been taking the initiative and doing everything myself, because I've been saying, when you need something done, if you don't do it yourself, it doesn't always get done right, or it doesn't always get done in a timely manner, or the manner that you like. And a lot of times what hinders a lot of these artists is they'll have a great idea, but they have no execution. They have no team behind them, and they have no drive to be able to do it themselves. Or sometimes it's the resources. But a lot of people don't even look into what it takes to do a lot of these things, which is the first step. You'll never know how to make a cartoon if you don't Google how to make a cartoon. You'll never know how to shoot your own video if you don't learn how to shoot Google how to shoot your own video. You'll never learn how to do all the steps or the things that an A&R does or a marketing manager does if you don't actually take the time to research it. And a great artist, Blue Benjamin Sleepy, he said in one of his interviews, and it stuck with me ever since I saw it, music business is the music industry is literally 90% business, 10% music. And it's kind of sad that it's that way now, but it is. It's not about the quality of your music or anything. It's not about how good your song is. It's about how good you can make it look. It's about how good you can put it out there. It's all about timing and execution. So it's a lot of study and a lot of research that you have to do on your own if you're going to try to pursue it on your own.
What do you think about people? And I like what you said about people having drive and motivation. Like literally, you get up in the morning each day, And tell me how you get up in the morning and start your day. Like, how do you know what's the first thing you're going to do and get up and do?
I wake up every day and I just figure out, all right, what needs to be done first, because there's always something that can be done. You wake up every day and it's like, you know, if I don't have, you know, a whole checklist of stuff that's already done and you know, everything's secure, then, you know, of course there's something that could be done. So I wake up every day and I you know, I want to check on my website. Let's see, what can I update on my website, because your website should be updated it should be daily, but if you can't maintain it daily, then at least 2-3 times a week. So I try to maintain my website by checking, you know, adding in inventory, adding up-to-dates of things, events for my calendar, things like that. I make custom clothing as well. So I'll start to promote myself on Instagram, because I know that one of the first things that people do nowadays is get on their social media as soon as they wake up. So I try to promote something that will strike a impulse buy or things like that. And I try to plan out my future. A lot of people have a lot of goals and a lot of dreams and aspirations, but rarely do they write them down. Rarely do they actually sit down and figure out how I can do this, you know. A goal is nothing without a plan. It's nothing. So if you don't literally sit down and try to plot out every little thing that you're going to do, you're going to fail. So a lot of my day consists of plotting and planning, and, you know, I'm reaching out to a lot of people, so I set up a lot of meetings, and I go to a lot of events, and people might see me there and they think, oh, he's, you know, partying, having a good time. No, I'm networking. I'm meeting the people that I need to meet all around the city. I'm getting numbers, exchanging social medias, building up my following and things like that, and showing face in the proper events that need to be shown.
What is it that you find is the most important rule of hustling?
The most important rule of hustling is to never stop. Because if you're going to be a hustler, hustling is a full-time job. There are going to be times where you're going to be up, and there's going to be times where you're going to be down. And as long as you understand that and roll with the punches and never give up, you'll always make it to where you want to go. There's been times where I've been up and I've been sitting on bands on bands on bands. I'm not going to throw out a number, but I've been good. And then there's literally been times where I've been sleeping out of my car because I didn't have a place to sleep. I've been having to go to a friend's house and borrow money and ask for help. And that's one thing too that people are very afraid to do, is ask for help. Don't ever be afraid to ask for help. That's the dumbest thing in the world to do, because we all need each other. You know, we all need each other.